This is advice for when you're in the ring, when you're in the fight. Firstly, you want to be as present as possible. And by that, we want to be on the lookout for thoughts. Because when we're present, we can follow the game plan, we can hear our coaches better. And more importantly, it gets us closest to being in a state of flow. Now, that's something that you might have experienced in sparring or in training, but it's when you're in the zone. And when you're in this zone, you see openings easier, you defend better, you're just more fluid, and your ability to execute your game plan is a lot higher. And the way we do that is we be present. And the way that we're present is that when we notice thoughts that come up, and they will arise, thoughts will pop up. When we notice it skillfully and with kindness, we just go back to our breathing. Now, we've spoken about the double breath, which is perfect to use, especially during adversity. So let me explain. Maybe with extreme nerves, the fight's about to start, you're feeling very nervous. Okay, if that's you, we double breath. By doing that, as we focus on that breathing, we're pulling, as we think, pulling it right here. So we're switching from thinking to sensation, from thinking to being present. Get back to your game plan. When you get knocked down, when you get a kick to the head, or when you get swept to the floor and your mind starts racing, oh no, am I down on points? Am I losing? Any other negative thought that you might think of. Notice that. You can't stop that. But as soon as you notice that, what you can stop is how long it lasts. So say you get swept to the floor and now you're on the ground, or you take a punch to the face. Now, as the thoughts of panic and worry may arise, as soon as you notice that, back to game plan. Okay, back to my plan. They say everyone has a plan until you get hit in the face. That's true, but once you notice that panic, you can put those fires out. You can return back to base. Remember that instance. Secondly, when you go back to your stool after each round, as your coach says to you, breathe, breathe. It's not just breathing, it's focused breath. Because I might have had a terrible round, and as I'm breathing in, I'm worried about that. Or I might have done something amazing in that round, but I'm thinking about how great I am versus taking in the information from my coaches. So as you go back down and you sit down, begin by the double breath, because that's the best method to oxygenate. Because the second one, it flattens out the little, I don't know the technical term for them, but the lungs at the end of them, the little areolas or little airbags, if you like. Now the second breath flattens them out and it increases their surface area. So you see children or dogs when they're crying, that's a similar technique. So A, you oxygenate yourself, but B, just as importantly, you snap yourself out of those thoughts that you're having. And that's key. Let me repeat that again. You go back to your stool, you start to think about all this other stuff that's been going on. What do I do now? What happened? No, let's be present first. And the way that we do that is we're going to take in a double inhale. So follow it, stay with it. Again. And from that place, it allows you to take information from your coaches. It allows you to stop thinking about that other stuff that will arise. It's just a wonderful tool to ground you in the present moment, keep you focused and concentrated. So the two things, when you're in the fight and you have an adversity, like you get hit or you fall down to the ground or you feel an injury, you double inhale. Why? Get back to your game plan, get back to presence. Now, when you go to your corner in between rounds, let's reoxygenate first. But at the same time, we want to stop all those thoughts that may arise and be fully present in our stool and in our chair. Why? So that we can take in information from our coaches. And any negativity that we may have pulled from that round, we neutralize it. So let's end by taking these double breaths together. 1, 2. Remember, not thinking now, sensation. 3, where am I feeling it? 2 more. 5. Remember, you worked with your coaches to technically be the best you can with the best game plan. These mindfulness techniques, these breathing techniques are there so you can bring your best self, bring your best techniques, so that you can show to the world how amazing you are. All this time you've been training, we want people to see that on display. This is a performance for you. Other people in their 9-to-5 cubicles working, you're out here now doing what you love. This is why we're here, because we love it. Remind yourself of that. Remember your why. Why are you doing this? That's the important thing to remember in this. This is your journey, and remember, there's no losing, there's only winning and learning. As long as you're improving, as long as you're better than the last fight, great. If you think that I'm only going to be happy if I win, you need to reconsider why you're doing this. Good luck with your fight. And remember, be present. In every moment, there's a choice to be present. Take it. Good luck.